Hey, I am going to try and braid my garlic today. We'll see how this goes. I left it outside to cure. I pulled it a little early because we were going to get some really wet weather. So I pulled it and it's been hanging up here on my front porch as decoration, curing for about, I'm going to say about 10 days. The stems still have a little bit of give to them. They're not totally dried out, so hopefully I can braid them. I've never braided garlic. I tried to braid onions last year and I got like this really big ball of onions that hung up. Not quite a braid. So I read some information about it. I'm going to try it for the first time here. People do it two ways. They do it when it's dried out like this, or sometimes they braid it straight out of the ground with the green stems because they're more flexible and easier to do that. I just need to dry mine out. Oh, look, there's Gracie. Hi, Gracie. She's hunting birds in the window. Hi. You are now on my video. You're YouTube famous. Okay. So I'm going to start braiding these using the methods that I kind of found on YouTube and on other farm websites. That's how I kind of like to learn things. I like to research a whole bunch of things and not follow one, just follow the steps that make sense for me. So that's why I chose to dry them out, because it was really wet. So even though some people said they did it better green, mine were really wet, and I wanted to make sure if they were going to be living near my kitchen, that they wouldn't be gross and get moldy or anything like that. So they have dried and cured for 10 days on my porch, and now we are going to braid them. Okay, so what I read said to take everything kind of dead and stuff toward the bottom off. So I'm going to strip all this kind of like extra dead crap off. And then it said to trim off the roots on the bottom. So I'm going to pull these straight and just snip them off like that. So you clean them up this way first. So I'm going to start with one of the slightly larger ones. This is a small bunch. It's the bunch I'm going to use first. And you're supposed to, I don't know how to get this in your view. All right, right there. Lay it out straight. And then you're going to take smaller ones. I hope I really should have got these pulled together. And on a side note, there's 8,000 earwigs living in these things. All right, pulling off all this stuff. Snipping off the roots. And you kind of want to keep their stems separate, like a very obvious braid. 1, 2, I'm going to take this guy. I lied, this guy's easier. All right. All right. So you can see I've got like the 3 of them right here. The bigger one toward the bottom, the 2 on the side, the 3 obvious stalks, and you're supposed to start braiding them, adding a garlic in as you go. So I am going to clean up the rest of these, cut off the rest of the roots, get them lined up, and then I'll let you watch. Okay, one quick tip I found while cleaning these off. As I'm cleaning these guys off, here, let me pull this bottom off. So I'm cutting the bottoms off. I'll do this over here so you can see better. Cutting these bottoms off. But as I go to pull this, like you're supposed to clean the dead around here, something I'm finding is all these things, see how they come down like this? Don't pull those down. Just trim them right here, because if you pull them down like this, they keep peeling and they peel away this extra paper on the outside that's going to help store your garlic. So don't do that. All right, I'm going to keep going and I will be back in a minute. Okay, I've got them all cleaned and sorted out. Over here I've got medium heads, and up here I've got my larger heads. I'm going to start right here with these 3. Like I said, they want to do the bigger ones down the middle with the more medium ones on the side. So I'm going to attempt to go 5 high if I can. We'll see. But the thing that was kind of stressed the most is to keep these tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie my first little trio together here. Really tight. And I'm just using jute twine because that's what I use for everything. I buy it in bulk on Amazon. And I use it in my garden. I use it to tie up peas. I use it in the kitchen. And I'm going to tie it really tight because as these dry out a little bit more, they're probably going to... all right. Can you see that good? So I got... it's backwards here. 1 big one in the middle, the 2 in the small. So then I'm going to grab my next biggest one, I think, right here. And I'm going to have him ready. So when they did this, well, let's see here. I can't remember if they put one in the middle. Yeah, I think they did. No, I don't think they did. I think they did a medium one first. See, this is the fun part. Okay, so I'm going to go this. No, they put one in the middle first. All right, so here's what I want in the middle. They said to keep your stalks nice and straight and separated, and it's easier. So I'm going to put one in the middle, and then I'm going to fold one of these guys over because I'm braiding, right? So I'm going to fold that guy over, and then I'm going to add one on the side. That doesn't seem right, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold one over in this way. And I'm nice and tight. Add a medium one right next to it. Straighten it out. Okay. And then I'm back to my middle again, right? So I've done both those sides. No, it doesn't feel right. 1, 2. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put it over in the middle. See, we're kind of making this up as we go. All right. I might be missing a very important step here. Do your own research. Also, this is not super comfortable. Okay. Middle one, and then I did this side. I'm going this way. I'm going to add this medium one in right here. I'm going to cross these two over. Ooh, this gets much more difficult. And then I'm going to add another medium one on this side. All right. All right, that looks good, but I don't guarantee it's going to stay together. All right. Let's add another one in here into the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to flip that side this way. Find a medium one, mix in. Stay put, little guy. I'm going to flip this guy over this way. Add another medium one in. And I'm going to do one more row. So I'm going to add my last center in. I'm going to fold this guy over. Oop, we're getting a little disjointed here. Stay together. Stay together. All right. I'm going to add a medium one right here. Fold this over. Yeah, this is a lot of stalks. Okay. And then I'm going to add a medium one right here. And normally I'd put one in the middle, so now I'm going to braid this out. So I'm going to braid it. Whose turn is it? It's your turn to go this way. This part has me a little confused, so I'm just going to free fall it here and braid up. Now I'm going to have to do it this way because that way seems backwards. Now I want these nice and tight. Now they said you can go up as high as you want with this braid here. I'm a little crooked. I'm going to go up just a little bit so I can get a good tie on the top of it, and it won't be really taking up a bunch of room. I want it kind of nice and straight most of the way because I'm going to hang them on the wall. Okay, and then you're going to take a piece of twine or jute or whatever you're going to use here. I'm going to use this. And again, I'm going to tie it really tight because it's going to shrink up. Alright, so here is my, you see it? My guy. He actually doesn't look too bad. Seems to hang okay. He's a little lopsided. I probably could have gotten there a little tighter. If you can, I don't know, you can kind of see the holes a little bit. My goal is to hang them on the wall like this. Not an utter disaster. All right, so I have one more set of like this, and then I got a whole bunch of stragglers I'm going to put together in a little mini braid, and then I will take a picture of the end result.